I just can't do it. I just can't do it anymore. It's been bubbling up for an entire week, alright? I can't handle this. Behaviour Interactive, you're being unfair. You know what? So I've just let this, all of this bubble up inside of me like a freaking emotional Molotov cocktail, and I'm just gonna throw it out there right heckin' now, because I just can't stand it anymore. So I decided that the most sensible thing I should do is rant about it on the internet and sell front row seats to me crashing out. I hope you're entertained. Behaviour, you nerfed my maps. How dare you? How could you? Why would you take away my maps? That's like taking away my little remote controller. You know, like I get to choose the station. It was so appealing to me because even when I was at a disadvantage, I still had one thing on my side. I picked the map. And I know what you would say, my starlings, that this choice to remove like map supremacy protects me as well. That nerfing the maps has made it so that the griefer squads, can't corner me in the maps, and totally just annihilate me. But to that I'd like to say that I'm a big girl, okay? I tie my own sandals and everything. I don't need a babysitter. If I'm against all those griefer squads, you really think the map makes a lot of difference? To them, there's 4 of them and 1 of me. And I guarantee you every single one of them has a flashlight. Okay, or all medkits, or all engineer boxes. I am just saying, the map is the least of my problems if it's a heckin' griefer squad that's after me. So I get to make that argument too, right? That letting me choose a map puts things to my advantage. And yet now you just decided to, poof, take it away, nerf my maps? The only defense that I have against things like griefer squads? No, 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 no. You don't even get it, do you? I wasn't even using these maps as a defense against the griefer squads. I was using these maps as a defense against Behaviour Interactive itself. If I played as Tiffany, they'd put me on the biggest map that they had. If I decided to play as Myers, they'd put me where there was no cover. If I wanted to play as Wesker, they would put me in these maps where like there was no chance to just kind of shoot at someone. There was too many obstacles and too many pixels to get stuck on. I don't care what situation it was. They would choose the worst case scenario for whatever killer I was playing as versus whatever map they put me on. Behaviour Interactive itself and their heckin' algorithm is the one that made me choose specific kinds of maps. They are the ones who made me go on the defensive, not the other players. And everybody's hecking acting like the other players didn't have natural defenses to map choices already in place. I mean, hello, the sacrificial ward would like a word with you. Also, I'm just saying, if you don't like the possibility of being sent to a map that you don't like, add a map up there. Add a heckin' map up there. Throw your hat into the ring, throw your dice in there. Get a 50-50 shot at a tug of war and see if you win. I mean, if the map choice is really all that important to you, don't take away options from people like me that enjoy playing killers that are kind of eclectic, okay? I play Tiffany. I love Tiffany. I love my Tiffy, but she's got short, tiny little legs, okay? She doesn't get around very fast. And Kenneth the Clown is an old man. It takes forever for him to get from one side of a big map to the other. By then, they're all out the gate. Bye-bye. Might as well have just stood still, and just let them escape. Maybe that's what they really want me to do. Maybe people don't even want the killers to be a challenge anymore. Maybe they just want us to stand in a corner and let them win. I know, okay? I know that I'm being a heckin' brat. I never said that I wasn't going to be a brat during this rant of mine. Okay, this is a crash out. A grade A crash out. I very rarely ever crash out on heckin' camera. Okay, that feels like a lie. That feels like a lie, okay? I'm just saying that I usually have enough grace, enough poise, enough politeness to keep my crash outs very private and low-key. I try to be this ball of positive, gentle energy, okay, for all of my starlings, but this one's just for me then, okay? It's just for me. It's for me to feel like my crash out is heckin' validated, because when they They nerfed my heckin' maps. They really hurt my heckin' feelings. I mean, I paid for this game. You know, and I love this game. I love Dead by Daylight. Is it really so much to ask that you don't keep changing things about it that I like and ruin the entire experience? And I'm not saying that I haven't been set to a map that I hate, because that's a lie. There's at least 5 maps that I can't stand. But guess what? I approve and support their right to choose a map. Because I had the right to choose a map. And I didn't contest it that time, so I got sent to their map. And that was okay. Because that's what the map offerings are there for. They're there for everybody to enjoy. And if I don't like that map, I can always, choose another map the next round, you know? And by the way, I don't always choose maps that I have an affinity for or have a huge advantage in. For example, Area of the Crows. I love the Area of the Crows map. I don't even play it as Survivor very often. I play it as Killer because I've got the ability to just walk around and enjoy the artistry of that beautiful map. I really wish that Behaviour Interactive would just allow us to have a walkthrough mode. That we could just, walk through the map and just enjoy the beautiful art of it. The artistry. Oh my god, I love the Area of the Crows, the environment, the ink just seeping out of the sand and all of those statues judging you as they look at you from the distance. And those dunes of sand, it just, it inspires my imagination. And of course, I'll cut down 1 or 2 people, while I'm there, but I'm actually there to look at the pretty art. Just let me have my guilty pleasures, please. I'm just saying, my starlings, I've got a fear that I'm never going to see some of these maps again. Because it doesn't suit the algorithm. I love playing the Resident Evil map, okay? I love the Raccoon City Police Department. I love playing as a killer and as a survivor. I like wandering those halls. Sometimes I'll sneak away and I'll just go look at the stuff. Okay, I'll just look at it. Or the other survivors will find me poking a vending machine, ordering a soda, and next thing you know, they start getting in line behind me and they start poking it too. Then the killer finds us, and sometimes they'll have fun with us if it's a ghost face, but I get it. Or a pig, sometimes a pig will have fun with us, But I'm just saying, those are magical moments that will no longer be able to be orchestrated anymore. I mean, my god. I just feel that we're losing something. I just feel that we're being micromanaged and that by nerfing the maps, what they're really saying, because like I said, it's Behaviour who keeps giving me the hard time, not the survivors who pick a map. It is Behaviour who keeps doing that and keeps putting me on maps that are very ill-suited to me and maps I don't even like. They just don't even look good. And some of them are really hard to see and I'm partially colorblind. But I just really feel that they're taking something special away from the game. They're taking away our choices. As consumers, as players, as game and art enthusiasts. I mean, my starlings, you don't like to be babysat, right? You want to be able to make your own choices in life, right? I mean, this is an 18+ game. I mean, my god, we can't even curse at the end of the game chat. They manage us we're a bunch of rambunctious 14-year-olds. If you're playing this game, you're supposed to be over 18. So I'm just saying, I'm tired of being babysat by Behaviour. I'm tired of being micromanaged, and yet I'm expected to shell out a few clams every time they come out with a new whatever it is. Whether it's a new cosmetic, a new killer. I mean, I dual wield. Bleh. I bit my tongue. Did you hear that? That's what I get for ranting. I'm a dual wielder. I play killer, I play survivor. Killer is my favorite, but when I need a vacation from killer, I certainly don't mind pulling up a chair to the survivor's table. I'm just saying, they expect me to shill out all this money, for all these cosmetics, whenever they drop a new whatever it is, but I can't even have my map offering choices? And the other, players can't even have theirs either? This is not just about me, it's about everybody. It's about the ecosystem of Dead by Daylight, okay? There's a certain order to things, and they're messing with it, and I don't like it. So, I'm just saying, my starlings, Are you upset about this change as much as I am? Or do you side with all the people that are like, no, they're making a wise decision, because I'm tired of other people picking maps, and I'm okay with whatever Behaviour decides, like, I'm okay with them making my decisions for me. Some people are actually okay with that, believe it or not. They're okay with Behaviour choosing the maps, even though they may lose out as well. I'm just saying, it's not just the killers. It's sometimes the survivors who miss out, okay? Because they didn't get to make a choice either. Do you really want to be micromanaged to death? Do you really want to be babysat, treated like a bunch of 12-year-olds in a game that you bought and you're over 18 and you're playing it? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm just crashing out like I said. You see, I'm calming down now. This is good. This was healthy. I needed to have this shout out, okay? I don't, it doesn't make it any less aggravating, but the thing is, though, my starlings, I felt good just letting it all out. I don't know, maybe you're okay with this. Maybe I am just, losing my temper and crashing out a little bit. Put it in the comments, okay? Put it in the comments how you feel about this, because this could just be a me problem, okay? Maybe it is really better for everybody if this happens. I don't know. I don't like change, okay? I've got a big problem with accepting change. But, like I said, it's the little things, like losing my ability to make my own life choices that really bug me. But like I said, this may be just a me problem. Put it in the comments, and also, my starlings, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, shine bright, my starlings. Well, that's all I've got for you today, my starlings. If you enjoyed the video, please give that like button just a little bit of love. And also, please subscribe. If you want to keep me company. And speaking of love, I want to give some love to my wonderful, my fabulous Patreons. Arigatou gozaimasu. You're all so wonderful. And I want to give a special shout out to Justin Singri, Caleb Short, and Gorishk. Thank you so much, everyone. You really are my superstars. And now, for all of my starlings, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.